Back once again for the renegade master. 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 Back once again for the renegade master.
Hello my renegades and welcome back in the his house. We are back to Love Island series 12. We are now on episode 2, people. Episode Right, now we know where we left off is Shakira's gonna be stepping on some toes. She's gonna be grafting the hell out of this day because this gal needs to stay in the villa. If she don't stay, then another girl's gonna go. But we'll see how this plays out with all the camaraderie that the girls did have and how then more than likely they're going to feel threatened by Shakira and the power that she kind of holds and wields at this moment in time. But before we get into this video, as I always ask, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that notification button so you know when I'm doing videos. Please comment, like, share and do the good things that you do because I continue to be on the road to 1K. Right, as we get into this video, I'm still questioning why there is an American in the UK Islanders. I am kind of questioning that. I'm just kind of like, couldn't she get into Love Island USA, which is playing at this moment in time? But I think it's all down to do with the twists. But I believe there's been episodes that I've watched where one UK person has managed to get into the USA Love Island. So, you know, I can't really say too much. Okay. So, we see Alima going off, I think with Megan, giving Shakira advice straight away. Like, you know, you've got to do what you've got to do. And I'm just kind of like, you're giving her this advice, but not also realising that if she picks your dude blue, yeah, you're gone. Like, whoever she picks, the girl's gonna be gone. So you carry on giving that girl this advice, you know what I mean? Because I do believe that it was lip service at the end of the day. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, but subliminal text is just don't pick my man and don't kick my ass out of this villa is all I'm asking you to do, basically. That's what that says to me anyway. So they say that they love Tony's accent, and I'm gonna be honest, there's only certain American accents that I really do like, and Tony's is not one of them, I'm afraid. Like, this gal is coming in hot. She's hot and she's arrogant in only the way that Americans can do. Let me just put it that way. So this gal's already fiery. Yeah, so Shakira is looking pissed, and it was that awkward moment where you see Shakira walk upon Ben, Tony, Meg and Dejan and Blue, and they were all having this little confab, this little chat, and it was hella awkward when she walked over there because they kind of stopped talking. And I thought, yeah, that's just on bad form at the end of the day, because you're just making this girl feel like more and more shit, especially Ben. And I already done said from the first episode when I watched his blurb, yeah, that he was arrogant as hell. And this episode, all I'm gonna say is proved it for me. Like, honestly proved it for me, because Ben is a bitch. Let me just put it that way. So Shakira's gone to speak to Dejan, and Meg's sitting there about, oh, I've lost my man. I thought, mate, get off it. Like, get off it, because your first thought of Dejan was 50-50. Now it's magically gone to 100%, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the games and the competition has started. No one is safe right now. No one is safe. Shakira is open now at this end of the day. This is open season for Shakira, and I don't think Shakira realised the power that she absolutely wielded within within the, what the frig do they call it, the villa itself at the end of the day, because these girls were stressing, and some of these girls, namely Megan, yeah, were showing their insecurities like a good one. So Meg was staring intently at Dejan when he was having a chat with Shakira. So Dejan was already being pulled under manners because he could feel the intense stare of Meg. Let me just put it this way. He's saying all the things to Shakira, basically finds her attractive, yada yada yada. Bearing in mind, he said to Meg when he talked to her that, no, he doesn't find anybody else attractive or on his level the way that Meg is on his level, and he ain't looking to stray nowhere else. And I was like, okay, you see how a bit of competition gets to people? Yeah, that wandering eye is starting to play games with people. I was like, okay, we'll see. We'll see how the night continues. So you see, Ben, he's talking to Tony, and this man had all the audacity to say to Tony that he liked how this went because now what's happened has humbled Shakira. And I thought, my dude, are you for real? Like, literally for real? That's something that you would say in regards to a girl that you said you liked, that it humbled her? It didn't humble her. The issue is Ben can't accept a strong woman, and the fact that Shakira was giving him the energy that he was giving her, and he didn't like it. He didn't know how to handle that at the end of the day. So in each step that he was with Shakira, he kept on putting her down, and this was just another blow in me that makes me say that this man is arrogant as all get out, and he's a bitch at the end of the day. I have to give it to Tony, because she turned around and she says to him, do you know what, I ain't sitting here to talk about her at the end of the day. And I'm glad she didn't do that, because gossip is gossip does, man. Because Ben was being a bitch in that moment, and I think Tony picked up on it. All I can say is American women are built different to the UK women. Let me just put it this way. So she was putting Ben on blast. She was letting Ben know where she was at the end of the day. So it's looking like Ben is putting out the feels for this galley, like fully. He's putting out feels that he didn't show Shakira at all. But what I don't get is the way in which Tony is playing fiddle to this man, yeah, like fiddling this man up and down the place, yeah, is the way Shakira was giving him that same energy that he gave her, but he didn't like it when Shakira did it. So why is it okay now that Tony's doing it? Ben's a pussy. He, as I said, he don't like strong-led women. He really don't. He don't like a woman that can give back tenfold. With Tony, he thinks him and her are having banter. He had the same kind of banter with Shakira. He just didn't like it when Shakira did it. That's all I'm going to say. You can let me know what you thought. So then you see Meg already pull up Dejan about what did he talk about with Shakira and da-da-da-da-da. And Dejan's there with himself. Oh, you have nothing to worry about. And I thought, yeah, at this moment in time, people are just going to have to take people at face value in terms of what it is that they would say, because Dejan ain't going to be telling Meg that he was saying to Shakira how attractive she was and yada yada yada. Yeah, so he's there pulling at Meg saying, like, you know, you're my fave. And he says, I will always be honest. We'll see how honest he continues to be, especially when bombshells will be coming into that place. Yeah, let me just put it this way, because I believe that his head will be on a rotted swivel when that happens at the end of the day. And also for Meg, because all I'm saying right now, Meg is playing it safe with Dejan. That's all she's pulling in for. She's playing it safe with him. So she knows she plays it safe with him, gives him that little tidbit of what he wants. She is going to have her ass staying in that villa. But as soon as someone comes in that is a bit of her, this girl's going to be off. The dust is not going to settle around her feet. That's how fast she is going to freaking move. Let me put it this way. So Shakira and Tommy are talking, and she's giving this euphemism about a fig tree and stuff like this. Oh, they had a good chat. It was deep. They do have a good conversation. But I literally did, as I was watching it, I counted down 3, 2, 1, and then walked Megan. I thought, yeah, because she ain't gonna be happy to see Shakira speaking to Tommy or Tommy speaking to any other girl. This girl's already staking her claim on this man. Bearing in mind, she's only met him that day. Megan literally put the whole freaking sign out there: stay away from my man. Like, seriously, I know you've got to get your graft on, but don't do it with this man right here. That's what Megan was saying. It was just literally so obvious. So Megan is there chatting to Tommy about how she's excited to go to sleep with Tommy, and Tommy basically tells Megan that, you know, you're my first in regards to sleeping with a girl overnight. So she's happy with that. They do say that they fancy each other, and Megan is clearly staking her claim at the end of the day. So that was the first day done. So we see what the next day brings. So Meg, when the girls are getting changed, yeah, keeps on bringing up how she's nervous about who Shakira will speak to. And all I kept on thinking, I just don't want her to push Alima out of the villa. at the end of the day, because she's the only dark skinned beauty up in there. I really don't want them to do what they normally do so early on, and that's literally get rid of the dark skinned beauties out of the villa. So we go to the daytime, and I'm thinking, okay, so what's the shenanigans today? They're a bit slack in the morning to Shakira at the end of the day, because she's literally sleeping in a bed on her own, and she's opposite freaking Tony and Ben. Meg, I would say, is too bait. This girl does too enough at the end of the day. She don't know how to keep her inside thoughts on the inside rather than putting it on the outside. She there talking about, oh, Shakira, you sleeping opposite Ben and Tony. How awkward. I thought, my girl, shut your mouth. Like, seriously, shut up. So Tony and Shakira do have a chat, and they talk it out. And Tony is saying to Shakira that she believes that Shakira is not going to leave, and that Shakira has it in her to be able to get any type of man that she wants to in that place at the end of the day. Let's just say the chat was okay, but I don't know if it was fully genuine coming from Tony's side at the end of the day, because don't forget, she just came in that place, uprooted the whole shit and took Ben. I would say that Shakira is good without Ben, to be honest with you, because Ben is a little shit. He is, and he is going to be a little shit throughout this freaking show. I'm telling you that from now. That's how I'm seeing it. So Shakira is already looking at Blue. I kind of knew it. She talks about Ben to Tony and says that her and Ben are literally the same type of people. Basically, she says there's sexual attraction there, but Ben knows it, and that's what puts her off, because it's his arrogance. And I said from jump that Ben was an arrogant little shit. He's arrogant, and he knows he's good looking. I don't think he's all that, but you know what, the girls will like him. So you kind of see the game plan already coming afoot. So you see Shakira go and speak to Harry up at the terrace. Harry's there all flirty, talking about how Shakira is his type, and basically he wants to rip off her aquamarine bathing suit to see what's underneath. I was like, bleh, just bleh. Is that your flirt game for girls? Like, seriously, dude, you're 30 and that's your flirt game? Okay. He then kind of insults Sophie, and I like Sophie. He insults her by saying, well, I don't want to be ripping off Sophie's bikini, let me just put it that way. And I thought, okay, this is the point where these men are truly showing their true colours and what they are about when it comes to the freaking dating game, yeah. But what I am shocked about is the fact that Shakira said about Harry that she didn't really like the finance men, and Harry seems to be one, so I don't understand where this attraction has come from with these two. So, okay, we then carry on. So you see Tony talks to Megan and Alima, and she talks to Meg as well. And she's like bolstering them up, giving them like, you know, a pep talk, because let's just put it this way. The other girls are hella insecure. The other girls are worried as hell that they'll be the ones that will go home and Shakira will take their man. Even down to Alima, and I'm kind of like, my gal, you don't even like Blue, but I understand it, because you definitely don't want to leave the villa at this early stage. You literally do want to try and see what's out there for you. So the girls, you can see, are literally hawking each space that Shakira goes to. And Shakira goes and speaks to Connor. Now me, when I see them two talk and they had that banter, I thought she kicked off more with Connor than she did with Harry and Blue, to be honest with you. So my thought was, okay, I think she's going to pick Connor, because they had much more of a banter, and it was laughy and it was jokey at the end of the day. And I do think that Shakira and Connor suit more than Connor and Helena. So now Shakira goes and speaks to Blue, and I thought, okay, the goddess in Shakira has been unleashed. Okay, she's using her time wisely. As I said, I don't see it with Blue, I see it more with Connor. But when she's talking to Connor, she's talking to Blue, she's talking about how like he's like an onion and he's got many layers and da. And I'm like, this is the first time you're talking to this dude at the end of the day. How you know this man's got layers? Because after Shakira said that, this man just rather than flirted with her, like full on flirted with her. So yeah, so I said Shakira was taking her life in her hands when she grabbed Tommy again for a little chat. counted down 3, 2, 1, and in comes Megan again, because of the fact that she was getting Gough shot up her ass and telling Megan, go over there, go get your man. If that's what you want, go get him. Just turn around and say, oh, you know, I just wanted to grab him for a minute. Da, 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 da. All I thought was, my gal, if you go over there again to grab Tommy, at the end of the day, that tells me that you're full on insecure in terms of thinking that he will go for Shakira when he hasn't shown any type of interest for Shakira, and he's always continued to validate Megan in terms of how he feels about her. At the end of the day, it's telling me that it's her insecurity, and it's the fact that I think it's kind of rude that you go over there and literally interrupt them when they're mid conversation. Hella rude, yeah, just to literally pull this man away. All I thought was Megan needed to slow her damn roll, because at the end of the day, Megan's already staked her claim on this man. Like, seriously, Shakira has the right to talk to anybody up in that villa at the end of the day, because this girl is literally grafting for her motherfucking life to find out who is it that I have a connection with, that I literally want to be coupled up with enough to get rid of the girl that they're with. That's what Shakira is doing. So you see Megan take Tommy up to the terrace and they go have a chat, and basically Megan turns around and tells Tommy that him talking to Shakira made her jealous. I thought, steady on, mate, that's a bit early on in the game. Do you know what I mean? That is a bit early on in the game, and it makes me feel like, where is your complete head at that you can literally get that jealous so quickly? It's a mad thing. Like, because she's only just met this man. So Tommy literally does validate her completely. And I thought, oh, someone is going to fall fast and hard in this place, and it ain't going to come out smelling of roses for these people, because we know how this villa works. We literally know how this villa works. And if you fall fast and hard like this so early on in the game, you have to make sure that you can be strong and connected before moving on. So Tommy then asks for the ill-fated permission to give Megan a kiss, which she gives him that permission. And I'm like, okay, now we have Megan state her claim. And we always knows what happened when these people do this shit too early in this show. But we'll see and continue what happens with them two. So we get to the nighttime shenanigans, and I was like, okay, who will Shakira pick? What Shakira don't realise is that she has the power. She has all the power in place, because there are men in there that actually find her really attractive, like really do want to be with her. So I'm kind of like, okay, so who will she move on with? I didn't know how they were going to do it, but the way that they did it was fucked up. It was fucked up. I automatically thought, you know what, Harry will leave Sophie if given the chance, and so will Blue leave Alima if given the chance, yeah. Shakira was proper flapping, let's put it this way. But I did notice how the girls started to choose their little fractions and literally left Shakira like an island on her own, which was unfair of them to do at the end of the day, when, you know what, they started off together. The only person that was really talking to Shakira was Tony, which was nice of her. Let's not get it twisted. It was nice of her. She was being a proper girl's girl and making sure that she was okay, because you could see that Shakira was spiraling with the choice that she had to make today. So I thought that Shakira would choose Connor, to be honest with you, because I thought that them two suited the best, to be honest. And it giggled me hard when I saw Helena flapping. And I'm like, what, my gal, why are you flapping for? Because from the jump, she point blank said that she don't like rugby guys. And Connor is a full-on rugby guy. I think it's that Irish brogue is pulling her over, you know. And to be fair, Connor is a sound lad. He's really a sound lad. And this is where I said the competition begins, because friendships that you made previously be damned. The cliques have been formed. In comes Madame Maya Jama, looking good, as usual. They all have to go around the fire pit. So, as they're all sitting around the fire pit, Shakira has to stand up, basically. And she basically has to choose, if she can, who she's going to couple up with, and basically which girl she's going to end up sending home. So, but before we get there, this is the twist in the tale, which was fucked up, yeah. So Maya turns to the lads and says to any of the lads, is there any of you that will be willing to couple up with Shakira and leave the person that you're with right now? If so, please stand up. I was like, raw. That's mad in and of itself, because they literally will have to show themselves and the people that they're with, show them that actually I do find this girl really attractive, and actually, given half the chance, I'd leave your backside and go with her. So I think it was Blue who stood up first. Even Alima went, and I thought, Alima, you need to wind your neck in, because at the end of the day, you and Blue have already said that used to don't find each other attractive. That used to are not each other's type at the end of the day. So it stood to reason that Blue was going to stand up. Come on now, he didn't really want to stay with you. Connor then stands up. Helena's like, and everybody's looking around like, to backside, is this really happening? So after Connor stands up, Harry sits there for ages, like sits there looking for ages. And then Harry, with his bloody uncomfortable backside, because he was being a bit of a coward, he was being a bit of a coward, stands up as well. And even Sophie looked shocked. And I thought, Sophie can't, again, like Halima, can't look shocked, because at the end of the day, she don't like Harry like that. And I think she wanted Helena to start popping off with Harry, but I don't think she will, because I think Helena is starting to like Connor quite a bit. So Shakira now has to choose, and you could tell that like it was very hard for her to do this, really hard. She even turned her back on them and was saying to Maya, do I really have to choose? Do I really have to send somebody home? Because if I do, that's what I'm doing. And Maya had to give her that pep talk at the end of the day. I think it was that at that point she realised the power that she had in her hands, and the fact that even though they've been there in a little bit, whoever she picks out of the guys, she's sending one of the girls home, and she connected with the girls when she first came in there. So Shakira picks Harry. I was like, I was not expecting that at all, because I would have preferred for her to pick Connor at the end of the day. I think it was the chat that they had on the terrace where he says that he wanted to be ripping off her turquoise bikini. I thought that was just face value chat at the end of the day. I thought she had more of a better chat with Connor than she did with the other two. But so Sophie was then, and she got, as you know, dumped from the island, and I thought, wow, that was brutal. That was brutal. But the fucked up thing now is, you see how Connor and Blue stood up as well? Helena knows now that she ain't as comfortable with Connor as she actually thought she was at the end of the day. So it's time now to put your ass grafting with the people, either with the people that you're with, or start getting to know other people out there. Anyway, just before the show ended on this one, because we said goodbye to Sophie, there's going to be 2 bombshells coming in. 2 gorgeous looking men, 2 black guys, as per. One light skinned, one dark skinned. But it looks like the shenanigans are literally going to be popping off in this villa once them 2 come in. And I swear to God, the lads are easily gonna feel it when them 2 come in, because they are gorgeous. They are gorgeous looking men. Let me just put it that way. Anyway, that's where that episode ended. I'll be back soon with the next episode when I watch it tonight. Well, not tonight, tomorrow. When I watch it tomorrow. Anyway, my renegades, as I always ask, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that notification button so we know when I'm doing videos. Please comment, like, share, and do all the good things. Look, you see, I'm even forgetting what the frick it is that I normally say, because I ain't been doing videos for ages. Anyway, I will speak to you all soon. Peace out.